First of all, we're already here. It's starting.
This is it.
This is the best podcast. I think
excited.
This is phenomenal. Us and our insane amount of caffeine. Cheers.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be shaking by the end of this.
Oh, I already am, so it's fine. I don't know how many coffees I had this morning.
You've had coffee already?
Yeah, I went into the breakfast room and just chugged coffee before the gym. How was I supposed to keep up with you?
That's fair.
How are you supposed to keep up with me on the stairs?
Oh my gosh, I barely made it to the gym. This girl's like a mountain goat sprinting up a full incline for 30 minutes straight, dodging traffic.
A mountain goat is crazy.
That's probably poor choice of words.
Phenomenal. No, that's great. I love that for me. So, guys, we're in Mykonos, and this is our first time meeting, and the last time we did a podcast, it was virtual.
And I was in my car, as usual.
You were. You're always in your car.
This is way better than my car.
This is way better than your car.
Yeah.
I think so.
100%.
So wait, pause. Let me just put my hair tie away and pull up some topic questions.
Sure.
Because I got some good ones. The last podcast I did, we barely skimmed. Because once you have one topic come up, it just starts to take over, you know?
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, here it is. Of course, I have to wait for it to download. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a good one. I actually really am genuinely curious about what you're going to say. Okay.
We're getting right
No
into
man, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, right, coming in hot.
Okay.
No man wants a woman who has had a hoe phase. True or false?
Yeah, depends on who you ask for sure.
Right? This is a controversial one on my Instagram for sure. I actually posted it saying that, but in my caption, I disagreed with my own video. I don't know if a lot of them caught that, but...
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. You know, I'm all about... my whole thing is just... Once you have a certain level of awareness, it's about what you do next. So if you go through a hoe phase, that's part of your development as a human being.
Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to know who you don't want to be in order to make a change. And then, it's all about just giving yourself grace, taking accountability, and doing the next right thing once you have that new level of awareness.
Yeah. That's a really good point right there.
Yeah.
Knowing who you don't want to be.
100%.
Because I think that... But I also think to some extent... I mean, okay, growing up in the church, I was so judgy, too, about who, I would never A, B, and C or whatever, even when I was younger, I was I'm for sure getting married a virgin. I would never. And then finding yourself become that person that you didn't want to be and giving that version of you more grace and then therefore other people more grace.
100%. Yeah. That's all you can do. That's your only two options. You can stay stuck and define yourself by how you showed up and how you failed.
Yeah.
And make that who you are. Or you can just realize that every second's a new second to make a change and do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good answer.
Hopefully you get more of those.
Yeah, I hope so.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. Have you ever gone through a heartbreak?
Yeah.
I love how people are like, why do you keep talking about your divorce?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's the most significant event of my entire life.
Literally?
It made me who I am today.
What?
I
think it's great that you talk about it. People don't talk about it. And about the whole point is how to go through hard things in your life. And that's something, first of all, it's fresh. But also, you're helping other people figure out how to get through it because you came out in an incredible way on the other side, right? And, not a lot of people do. A lot of people that can, start the trajectory of downfall.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Kind of ties into why my whole message is to give yourself grace and take accountability and choose differently is because that's what led to the downfall of my marriage. It was me. I messed up. I didn't know who I was. I was a child. And, I only realized after it was too late. And that's something that mirrors basically everything that people go through in life is sometimes you just don't realize till after it's too late. And again, that just comes down to the choice. What do you do next now that you are aware?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've experienced heartbreak for sure, regardless of the fact that I was the one that, you know, messed things up. Is still tough to go through. But.
Oh, even more so, I think. Okay, so this is a good question. Yeah. What is harder, being dumped or dumping? Or like, no, because that doesn't really apply. Being the one who causes the breakup, or just getting broken up with when you didn't do anything wrong?
It depends. If you are the person that is doing the breaking up with, and you don't become self-aware afterwards and take accountability, it's pretty easy, because you can just you'll be like, this person was a terrible person, I'm moving on with my life, I'm better than everyone, and I'm just going to keep being, you know, broken. But if you know, spend, you know, years developing a relationship with someone, projecting your issues onto them, thinking they're the problem, leaving them, and then realizing after that it was actually you, you know, it's like Fight Club freaking Shutter Island type twist. It's crazy, because now you've built like your whole identity. You've realized you built your whole identity on something that isn't true, and then you have to rebuild yourself. Yeah. And you know, the pain of knowing that you hurt the other person is also a form of pain that you have to go through. Yeah. That's a form of grief. Yeah. Yeah, like everybody gets hurt in that situation. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, like, personally, like, there's been times when I feel like one of the first breakups I went through, like, in high school, it was so hard having to break up with him, because I just felt so bad that I was like, I prefer to get dumped than have to hurt someone like this. Yeah. Like, it's different when someone hurts you. You can kind of like, and that's also the difference between breaking up with someone who was a genuinely good person and someone who actually hurt you. Yeah. Two very different types of pain. Yeah. Having also gone through both, I felt like it was so much easier breaking up with someone who was an asshole, because I could just tell myself he was an asshole, you 100%. Know. But like, going through a breakup with someone's genuinely a good person, that's a different kind of healing you have to go through.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah.
Rough. Yeah. A big trust in the Lord move right there.
This is so much fun.
I love it.
I love it.
I love being able to have a friend I can go to the beach with.
Yeah, this is sick. Next trip you go on, I am down to literally.
Well, yours also, because he's also going to be now hosting trips.
I am indeed.
And I'll volunteer to be your plus one.
I would totally let you tag along.
Perfect.
I would not complain. Who else am I going to curl at the gym and bench press?
I don't know. There's a lot of small girls out there that I'm sure would be happy to, as we've seen this weekend.
We'll see.
Weekend? It's been a week. I don't even know. I don't know what day it is anymore. I don't know. I know where I am, and that's about it.
Yeah, no, I haven't known what day it is since I quit my job. Not even kidding. Fair. I don't keep track.
That's fair. No, I'm the same way. Yeah. I didn't quit, though. I got laid off. Do we want to go into that really quick? Talk about trusting the Lord.
Yeah, no, straight up, actually. Yeah. That's like what got me to quit my job, was like, I just knew that what I was no longer aligned with what I was doing in my life, and I was like, there is something else for me. I just need to find out what it is. Yeah. And it had nothing to do with having a plan, had nothing to do with like anything other than just having a feeling and just allowing myself for the first time in my life to fully commit to something.
I love that.
And just do it, and just trust that, you know,
and you just actually quit your job.
I quit it, yeah. I quit.
Incredible.
I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do social media.
I wanted to quit my job, but I was like, once I start making X amount, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then I finally got to the point where I was like, I can't be here anymore, because I was in Seattle. Yeah. And then I was like, I'm going to work remotely now. So y'all either fire me or let me work remotely. And they said yes. So I moved home. Thank God, you know, got rid of my lease and all this. And then immediately, like within a month, they let like the whole marketing department go. Wow. And I was like, I guess we're in the deep end. Yeah. And also, my car broke down. Like $27,000 it would have been to repair. So I just chucked that bad boy, and I was like, we're starting fresh. And I didn't let myself get a car until my business took off, because I was like, I therefore will not have a vehicle, so I can't go do anything and be distracted. I'm gonna sit my ass down right here until I succeed.
yeah, that's the level of commitment that I would expect out of someone successful like you. Like 100%. That's what you need to be successful.
But it's only because I got laid off, right?
Right.
Like that was the caveat or whatever.
That's the caveat. Yeah, that's the Lord nudging you in the direction that you are called to.
Or throwing me in the deep end.
Yeah, also that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm so glad he did.
Right?
Thank God, because I don't know. I could still full circle moment. We love one of those. My old boss, came back around and was like messaged me, I don't know, months ago, and was like, I need some pointers for social media or whatever, because that's what I did their social media. And I was like, here's my calendar with $500 an hour, and he was like, what? I was like, I would have done it for free, but he saw that and I guess got a little price tag scare.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Really, really quick. Another like weird aspect of just like, I don't know. 1 second, what would it be? I guess what we were talking about like quitting your job, whatever.
Yeah.
So like, this is how I knew the Lord had a plan for me.
Okay.
I always told my boss that when she retired, that is when I was going to quit.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to keep working at that place if she wasn't there, because I loved her.
Okay.
I put in what was it? A week before I put in my notice, she retired, which was not planned.
That's crazy. So you didn't, wait, a week before, so you did know she retired. Or you didn't know?
I didn't. Like, I was like, at the end of whatever, like, I was like, okay, at this time, I'm going to quit.
Okay.
Before I even knew that she was going to retire.
That's crazy.
And like, in the same week.
Talk about a God thing.
Exactly. I was like, that was like actually helpful for me to be like, oh shoot, I am actually doing what God is asking me to do right now. Like 100%.
You can see those green lights.
Yeah, exactly.
When he says go, he says go.
He does.
That's the thing. I had a friend, we got into it. We didn't get into it, but we were having a little like, what does it mean when God is really speaking to you? And like, we are, as people, we love to interpret and be like, that was God saying yes. And it's like, was it? Or did you just want that to be? Like when he speaks, it's so obvious.
Yeah.
There's no, and it's so biblical too. It always is like that. It's just like, there's no, you don't have to justify or explain, or it's just like, obviously that was him.
100%.
And I think at any point when we feel like we're having to like justify it, it's probably not from him. It's probably our brains.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the devil, just our brains.
Yeah.
Okay. Number one ick men have for women.
Okay. Should have thought about this.
Wait, I'm going to re-say it like this. Number one ick men have for women.
Okay.
It's better if you don't think. Just spit it out. Just whatever comes.
Yeah. I don't know. What would it be? Honestly, I think just not being self-aware kills me.
That's good.
Not being self-aware, because if they're not like, I feel like when you meet somebody that's on the same level of like cognition that you are, that's what makes a really good partner, because then you can actually meet at the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Like, but if somebody is just so, I don't know, not grounded or not self-aware, like any of that type of thing, it just kills me. I could never see myself with somebody that can't keep up cognitively. And I don't mean in an intelligence way. I just mean in a self-awareness way. Like, if they can't look at themselves and understand what their patterns are.
Yeah.
Peace. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah. I fully would say also intelligence. Like,
Fair.
I can't. I'm like, huh? What did I'm sorry, wait. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's because those sorts of things, like, they are the biggest turnoffs, because like, you can't grow with someone like that who's not on your level. Like, and look, people are never going to be on the same level with anything. Like, there's always going to be someone who's hopefully leading spiritually, or leading with the, maybe more social, or, you know what I mean? Like, no two people are ever going to be perfectly matched. But like, basics, like if you can't carry a conversation, like literally my ex one time was like, if you don't stop using these big words like misogynistic, and I was like,
yikes.
Girl.
Yeah. Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. So, but things like that, the issue with that, I found, and I didn't find that to be an issue prior, because he was good looking. So I was like, whatever.
Blinders on.
It's fine. They were on. Full rose-colored glasses. But it was like, I couldn't have a conversation with him because I'd be like explaining why the sky is blue and he's just still like, but I said that we're going to use leather for that chair. I'm like, what? Like, what? We're never going to get to the chemical makeup of the ocean if you just aren't even knowing we're talking about the ocean right now.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
There definitely needs to be that also, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, the self-awareness is huge because so many people are not self-aware. I heard this pastor say it one time and I thought it hit and it stuck with me forever. So many people have no idea how other people receive them. I was like, that's so true. You know? Okay, ready for the next question?
Oh, I'm so ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Hit me.
Number one thing women need to know about men.
Probably 99% of us are just super insecure. And
99.
99%, yeah. And I think what differentiates, how it's presented is how self-aware we are. I am self-aware about how insecure I am, and you would not look at me as an insecure person because I still show up in spite of my insecurity. Where most men mask, cover it up, try to build themselves up externally as much as possible and never actually come to terms with the things that they are afraid to look at within themselves.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's literally facts.
I feel like...
I live both sides of it.
Yeah. I feel like the scariest thing is an insecure person.
Yeah.
Like a deeply insecure person. But we're all insecure. So that's we all have insecurities for sure. So it's like, and more specifically, like an insecure woman is annoying. Just said that.
Hell yeah.
but an insecure man is dangerous.
100% agree. Insecurity is the reason people get insecure is because their worth is tied to their identity. And when your identity feels threatened, it feels like a physical threat to your life.
Yeah.
And when your life is threatened, think about the things you are willing to do to protect that.
Yeah.
Insecure men lash out, physically. They will do so many horrendous things to protect themselves.
Yes.
At all costs.
That's what it always is. Yeah. That's what it always comes down to. Do I have an eyelash in my eye right now?
You do. Do you want me to
get
it?
please.
Okay.
I was like, I feel something on my face. Thank you.
Nice. I'll use it. No.
Oh my God.
My eyelashes are pretty good.
You have nice eyelashes.
I've been told.
You have nice eyes.
Yeah.
The blue.
Yes.
Are they green?
They're both.
Blue-green?
Yeah.
My mom is like hazel. Yeah, I think.
Is that what mine are? Hazel is not blue-green. Hazel's brown, isn't it?
I thought hazel was blue-green.
Weren't you just saying that you wouldn't want to talk to an unintelligent man? Or, yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want that in a...
And now you're saying I'm unintelligent because I don't know what hazel is?
Well, yeah, now you're catching on. You're really proving me right here.
I think we're Googling it.
Hazel is not green and blue. Hazel is brown, for sure.
We're Googling it.
And you're going to make yourself look even worse.
That's okay. I rather know the truth. Yeah. Hazel refers to...
Please.
Nuts.
Oh, okay. Let's just leave it at that.
Hazel, if I'm right, it's going to be phenomenal. Hazel color.
My heart's pounding.
Green. A blend of green, brown, and gold.
Oh, so neither of us are right. So we're fine.
We're fine. We're both stupid.
Let's shake on it.
Perfect.
We're both stupid.
Love that.
That's why this is perfect. This podcast is phenomenal.
It's going really well.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? It was big, important things, and then we got distracted by my eyelash and your eyes, and now...
Can I say something about that?
Yes.
I absolutely look for that in a woman. That is my ideal woman. Somebody that can have that bandwidth of conversation. That can get deep. And I want a woman that can commit to the bit and then get real deep if we need to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Dream woman. And if they look like Megan Fox.
Well, if anyone looks like Megan Fox.
No, if Megan Fox.
I guess if she was stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I would still date her, probably.
Exactly. Because she's perfect.
Yeah,
But yeah, no. I agree. Because, being able to have a level of depth, but also a sense of humor, that's a big one for me. I can't, but here's the thing. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so I think, Marilyn Monroe said, if you can make a woman laugh, you can make her do anything.
Live by those words.
Right? It's true. But I do think you just hit it, right? Like, you do have to have both. You can be a very funny guy, because I have had, I won't say which relationships or persons, but situations where I'm like, the humor eventually, like, the jokes stop being funny. They stop hitting when you can't talk about, like, depth and spirituality and goals and all of the stuff that matters. All of a sudden it's like, okay, well, that was super cute at first, but like,
yeah,
now you kind of lost me.
Yeah, you can't stay surface level forever.
No, exactly. Okay, let's see. What's a good one? Okay. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Thoughts?
No.
Okay.
Super disagree.
Okay.
The same reason why I think that people can change in every facet of their life. Grace, accountability, and do the next right thing. I genuinely believe that.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what, you might still have the underlying tendency, the underlying pattern, but if you're self-aware of it and you don't let it control you, you're good.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. I don't think anybody is limited by anything in their past.
Okay. Yeah.
Truly believe that. Yeah.
That's a great take.
Can I say one more thing too?
Yeah.
If you're a Christian, you can't disagree with that.
That's touche.
So.
Yeah, because you have to have. Oh my God. Sorry. You have to have grace.
You do.
Yeah.
100%.
So I find that one difficult, as I think it's more about it being a habit and having gotten to that place. Like, if you could get to that place once, it's probably more likely that you could again. And the people that I have seen or known to be cheaters generally continue. So it's not like, it's like my dad used to always say whenever I asked him a question growing up and it pissed me off, but like, the answer is it depends, unfortunately, to most things. So it's not, I don't feel like it's for sure like once you cheat, that's it. But also, generally speaking, if you've done it a couple times, you're probably gonna do it a couple more.
I do agree.
You have to have a big life change moment.
Yeah. I think the best analogy for it is, can a drug addict become sober? It's the same exact thing.
That's true.
Can a cheater become not a cheater anymore? Both of them still have the same underlying patterns. Both of them are still tempted. I know this from my own personal experience, not with cheating, but with drug addiction.
Yeah.
I still have temptation. I still have the same old patterns, but I choose to not let them control my life.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Okay, here's one. Can men and women be friends? Like, when you're married, can you actually have opposite sex friendships?
1000% yes, and you should.
Okay.
I mean, you absolutely should. My philosophy on what makes a healthy relationship is both people should be fulfilled in their own lives, and the love that you give each other and what you bring to that relationship should come from what you derive from your fulfillment in your own life.
Yeah.
If you are locked into the other person, only taking from them and just being a leech, all you're ever going to do is drain the relationship, and eventually it's going to run dry. You're just going to drain the other person. So you need to, like, no, it's not necessary to like have female friends, but I think just friends in general, platonic relationships, chasing other things, like doing other things in your life that fulfill you, being just a human being, you know, communicating, like just socializing, like all of that. I think it's necessary. You know.
So I agree and disagree. And this is one, for some reason, is just like a hot topic, right? People always feel like one way or another. I used to have so many guy friends, and I obviously like, I'm on a trip with all dudes. Like, I have guy friends. So I think I've learned, and I'm kind of changing maybe my perspective a little bit, but I think that, to your point, you're correct. I think it's so important that you have your own life goals, dreams, things, hobbies, but like primarily same-sex friendships, because the problem is when you have, like, how do I explain it? Like, all of these guys here, actually, is kind of a good example. I don't think any of them I would just go to dinner with. I love and adore them and respect them, but like there's just no reason for me to be a one-on-one alone with them, like out of respect for their future woman or my future husband, and I'm not even in a relationship yet. So like when I'm in a relationship or when I'm married, you're not going to catch me at dinner alone with a man. It's not. I'll be, out with my girlfriends, and I'm not going to not like stop talking to all the men that I know, like, but I'm not going to be texting them in a certain way. Like, there's appropriate ways to have like male friendships, but it's always going to be like group activities or church, or like you're with your, you have couples and they're all friends, and so you're friends with that. I was on a podcast recently, and she was like, yeah, no, I go out with my friend's boyfriend alone, and I was like, what, really? But like they have an understanding, but I think that that's very rare. So like there are of course always exceptions to the rule, but I just think we have so many things in life that we already have to stress and worry over. It's like, let's just not like add another level of that. I
100% agree with you.
Okay.
With the caveat that it is up to the level of comfortability between the two people.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable with your partner having opposite sex relationships on a one-on-one capacity, then that's fine. If you guys both have that trust, it's totally fine. If you don't, that's something you work out between the two of you.
Yeah.
If you feel very limited though in your life and your ability to enjoy your own life, by that fact, that's something that needs to be addressed. Maybe you two just aren't meant for each other if you literally cannot
100%
be happy because of it.
I think that that's something that needs to be like first, second date conversation. Like I'm really big on getting all that shit out right away, because I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with like going through a bunch of dates and then this comes up and then it's gonna like be something we're not gonna agree on.
This is something that we should fully touch on. First dates should not be for small talk. First dates should be to literally get your deepest, darkest secrets out in the open.
Yes, thank you.
Connect with each other on a human level, learn everything about the other person. Like, talk about the deepest shit. If you're talking to me about the weather on a first date, goodbye. What are we doing?
Truly, though. Truly.
What is the point of this? I could do that to a wall.
Yes, and so many people do though, because they're like, oh well, we're not there yet. I'm like, okay, but you'll have sex with them?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's insane. It's so backwards.
It's so backwards.
Yeah.
I have 30 questions that I will like send to someone before I even go on a date.
Love that.
Because I'm like, there's no point in us wasting each other's time.
Yeah.
If right off the bat I find out these like foundational things we do not fundamentally agree on, there's no point.
Agree.
So, but yeah, so that's a good one and it's just, it is so different case by case with the friendship things, but, okay.
This is fire, dude.
So good.
So good.
So good. Okay, here's a good one. Okay, women say they want a real man who cares, but then when he shows his care in certain ways, they turn it and call it controlling. Thoughts?
It just comes down to what your definition of a real man is.
Yeah.
Do you need your man to be the leader in the relationship? And what do you define that as? Is it like having that full, control over you in your life?
Yeah.
For me, I don't define a man that way.
Yeah.
I define a man as somebody who is gets kind of deep, but like in touch with their inner child, is self-aware, and is willing to grow with the person that they're with and not stay stuck in their patterns. Like, that's what I think defines a man, to be honest. I really don't think there's much more than that.
I like that.
Yeah, being emotionally available, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think like it needs to be defined by, I don't know. Yeah, like being like the classic like masculine, like let me open the door for you. Like, yes, those things are like chivalrous, and that is absolutely, I think, a part of it, but it's not, I don't know. It's just not.
So in a way, what I'm hearing is that you're like kind of saying that a real man in your definition wouldn't do things that would be seen as controlling or could be construed as controlling.
Yeah, a real man would just work with their partner to figure out what best works within the confines of the relationship and makes both people happy.
Gentlemen, I think we're on to something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Because, at the end of the day, it's tough, though, because I do feel like, okay, let me play devil's advocate really quick.
Please do.
let me get on the guy's side since you're not. I'm just kidding. Okay. So let's say a man doesn't want, he sees some guy and he knows that he like wants his girl, and he knows that like they're gonna all go out and she's going with her friend for her birthday, and he knows someone's gonna be there that like doesn't have great intentions, and so he's like expressing that to her, and then she calls that controlling when he's really just expressing that he cares. I think that's kind of what we're trying to get at here. Like, there are going to be things that I think that men, good men that are grounded in themselves, do that women are like, you're being controlling, and they're actually not.
In the scenario you just laid out, I do agree.
Okay.
You know, if a man is concerned that, you know, if his woman is going out and, you know, meeting another dude one-on-one, and this guy like expresses a concern about that, or, you know, maybe she's going to the club wearing something that he is not super comfortable with her wearing, if he expresses his uncomfortability with that, it's then up to the woman in the relationship to choose to, you know, work that through with them, or they could just be defiant and, you know, just kind of keep doing their thing. But it shouldn't be, the man should not be the problem in that scenario. But if he does not let her go out,
that's controlling.
That's controlling,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
And I mean, either way, if this is like a continual thing, look at your relationship. Are you guys meant for each other? If you guys can't like vibe, like
that part.
Yeah.
On both parties, because if the guy is going to go be with someone, if you're going to be with someone who's going to go out, you have to accept that that's who she is, and she's going to keep going out. So you can't be upset that she's someone that goes out. And if you're going to be with someone who doesn't want you to go out, then either don't be with him and go be with someone who's okay with you going out, or stop going out.
Yeah.
It's like really so simple at the end of the day. But again, what happens is people are talking about the weather for the first 6 months, and then all of a sudden, deeply involved, intimately involved, maybe even moved in before these things come up, or they've been underlining, and then all of a sudden, and no one addressed it, and they didn't want to be controlling, or they didn't want to be too much, they didn't express these things, or like for her, maybe she didn't go out because she was trying to like present her best.
I'm about to go nuts.
We struck a chord.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Okay. Literally the most important thing in the foundation of what makes a healthy relationship is both people going into it, approaching it with the mindset that they are going to be their authentic self throughout the entire process. And this is the thing, I don't blame people for wanting to come off as this best version of themselves and even modify themselves to make the other person like them. But that's an unhealthy thing to do, and that's an insecure thing to do. What is secure and what's really makes a healthy relationship is being able to go into it just being fully yourself. When you do that, you're gonna know if that person is meant for you very quickly. Yeah. But if you go into it, you're both trying to make each other, you know, fit into each other's box, it will unravel eventually, because the longer you stay close to that person, you can't keep up that performance forever. Things are going to start to, you know, the cracks are going to be
without fail.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I lived that myself. I told my partner when we first, you know, my ex-wife, when we first met, I was so insecure that I not only convinced her that I was going to be what I thought she wanted, I convinced myself. Like, I had to tell that to myself. I had to basically like lie to myself. I didn't even know I was doing it because I had no self-awareness. And yeah, I just like became this performative man in the relationship that was everything she needed for like the first year. And then I couldn't keep it up. It was exhausting to constantly be trying to be what the other person wanted. And then it unraveled. It did. It just, that's how it works. And that's why like 99% of relationships fail. Like how many relationships have you gotten in where it's like perfect for the first few months and then it starts to suck? That's why. Every time. Yep. And that's almost how it goes every single time. You ask anybody about their breakup story, it's like, oh, it's great. And then all of a sudden, like, man, they started like doing this and that and drinking and cheating and it's like, that's who they were the whole time. They were just hiding it. Yeah.
But I think you make such a good point, and it's like, because a lot of people are like, well, they were hiding it or they were lying. A lot of people don't, like what you went through, don't know.
They don't know.
Genuinely are lying to themselves more than anything.
Yep. Yeah, and that's why it's so important to understand that if you are that person that finds yourself in the situation that, you know, you've gone through this breakup, that's why it's important for people to look at themselves after they go through a breakup to determine whether they actually showed up as themselves in the relationship, and then do the work after to be whole and confident enough in their next relationship they get into to be present and authentic in it so that it's actually gonna work.
Yeah, you absolutely should not be dating at all if you're not happy with your life as a whole by yourself already, because otherwise you're just going to be looking for to the person for happiness and probably become a little, what is it, chameleon or iguana? A chameleon.
Chameleon and a leech. You're gonna just draw from that. You're gonna extract as much as you can from the other person, and it's just gonna. I
have a friend who I've watched. It's very interesting, actually. I'm like, so we're a cowgirl this week. Like, it's just like something new, depending on what guy. And she's gorgeous. I mean, like, stunning and a very sweet person. She just hasn't taken the time for herself to be like, what do I want? Who am I without a man? So she just has always become whatever the man of the month needed, and it always crumbles.
Yes. If you feel like you need to be in a relationship, you're not ready for a relationship.
Correct. 100%.
Yeah, you need to not want to be. Well, you can want to be in one, but if you feel you need to be in one, you're just not ready, and it's because you're a leech. You are. You need that person to be happy. It's not going to work out. Yeah, huge difference between wanting one and needing one. Yeah, that's the key right there. Okay, one last question. How long have we been going for? I don't know, but we're going to get some good stuff out of it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. God, Chelsea, you're so good. These are great questions. Okay. Social media has made dating more difficult. True or false?
Oh, jeez. So many angles to approach this. Let me ask you a question. Okay. Do you mean if you're somebody that posts themselves on social media, or do you mean like the because that is a whole different thing.
That's a whole nother
so
question.
You're more referring
Let's do the broader question first, and then let's do that one, because that's a good point too, especially being.
And just remind me the question one more time.
Does or has social media made dating in general more difficult?
Yes. Like social media is a place where people present that best version of themselves. And when you look at that, it makes you think that that's just how everyone's life is, and that you're supposed to have it all figured out, and that, you know, the grass is always greener. Because social media amplifies the perfectionistic, you know, worldview that everybody has it all figured out, everyone's relationship is thriving, and it points a mirror to your own relationship or your own dating life. It makes you think there's something wrong. Or it also makes you think that you need to be better than you are going into a relationship in order to attain a partner. And that causes the problem of playing this, you know, best version of yourself, which eventually will unravel once you get into the relationship for any significant period of time. So it has absolutely made it more difficult.
And then what about dating an influencer?
Yeah, I mean, I've gone on quite a few dates since I split up with my ex. Yeah. And, I mean, it's just, people see me posting stuff. Like, the people that I'm going on dates with can see that, you know, I talk about, you know, hitting on girls or, like, whatever it may be. And it's easier for them to make assumptions about me when they see that. You know, you see like a 60-second clip of somebody, you don't get the full picture. Yeah, it definitely makes it more difficult. Okay,
let's go deeper in this, because I feel like
there's probably more to extract.
There's so much more. The thing is, my theory, first of all, on the social media making dating harder as a whole, is that in some ways it's actually made it easier because you can see who someone is. Like, people can't hide if they have Instagram, like, their moms are seeing that, their grandmas are seeing that. Like, there's a lot you can learn about someone from their Instagram that, like, back in the day, they would hide all that. Like, you wouldn't notice. You wouldn't find that stuff out, you know? So in some ways, it, like, gets you to really realize who someone is faster. Or, like, for example, like, this one guy that I was dating, like, I don't know, 8 months ago or something, I found that he was out on a date with another girl, like, through Instagram. Like, I never would have found that out. He would have, I mean, it could have been a year before I found that out, right? So in some ways, it's good. But in then other ways, like you said, it's this endless comparison and never enough, and always wanting to maybe always wanting someone else because there's all these options, but always wanting to be that couple, or comparing yourself if you are, like, happy to other couples. So that's difficult. And then, yeah, I would also agree, like, being an influencer, it is weird, like, the way people see me.
Yeah.
And in some ways, it's, like, nice because specifically the stuff I post, I think that it helps people to, like, respect me because they understand, because I'm not posting bikini pics, but I used to, right? And it was much more difficult to date then because it was like, okay, a million guys have access to you and blah, 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 blah. And now I think that, I mean, with it depends on the niche, right? It's a big difference between an OnlyFans girl and, you know, and there's some, I love those, like, moms with their Instagram and they, like, post their kid. Like, so there's different ways to do it. But yeah, I found that, like, my journey has definitely grown and evolved as I've evolved, right? And my social media kind of, like, represents that. But I also think it is going to take, this my grandma agrees, like, a hell of a man to handle dating someone like myself that has all men proposing in the DMs, like, just nonstop. It's not, I'm not selling skincare, so there's also that other level. So he has to be so incredibly secure in himself and trust in me and the Lord, and to not have that be a thing. And then also my grandma, I love her to death. She's like, she said, you're going to need a hell of a man because you're going to need someone that can control you without you knowing he's controlling you.
Whoa.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Sounds like another word from manipulation to me. So
actually, you're right.
I don't know about that one, Grandma.
Actually, you're right. But I don't know. Grandma knows some stuff.
Well, I mean, she's been around for, what, 90-some years?
Yeah.
Yeah. She would know something.
Yeah.
She'd know a thing or two.
And she had a very, very good marriage. So
yeah. Fair enough.
but you're right. That could be very manipulative.
I don't know. It just sounded like you'd, like, define the Merriam-Webster definition of it. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you kind of already answered that.
Trigger me.
How to attract a masculine man?
Ooh.
A truly masculine man.
Yeah, be a good woman. Be a good woman that has herself figured out, have something to bring to the table. You know, don't just be a piece of eye candy. You know, a true masculine man is not going to be just looking for that. He's going to want a woman that actually, you know, contributes to the relationship and is whole on her own. Because, again, my definition of masculine is not just, you know, you drive a truck and you come home from work and, you know, drink beer. It's more like what's going on inside, being self-aware, being able to communicate in the relationship. And if somebody can't reciprocate that, then I don't think you're going to find yourself in a relationship with a truly masculine man.
It's good. It's good. I'll take it.
All right. Deal.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
Never trust a woman who does this.
Okay. OnlyFans. No. I mean, obviously. Well, let me think. I'm going to have to think about this. There's probably a lot of things that I could say to that. I mean, doesn't give you her phone password. That's sketch.
That's sketch.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, I want to go through your photos. I want to see what funny stuff you have in there. I don't know. What are you hiding? Yeah. What else? There's got to be like a really juicy one that I can think of. I kind of want to. What do you think? You have any first-hand experience?
I am a woman.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there something that you feel like maybe you've overcome within yourself that you feel like you were not trustworthy at one point in one of your past relationships?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so the one that I usually say online is, never trust a woman who ghosts you, because that says a lot about her if she just ghosts and doesn't communicate, right? Because what will happen is a woman will come back and the guy will let her back. So that's why it's like, at first it's like, well, how are you supposed to trust a woman that's already ghosted you? But they will come back. So, and once they've ghosted you, you can't trust them again. It's going to be, that showed you a pattern, usually an avoidant. But also, yeah, I think that it's like lack of transparency. The phone password is a good one. Not being able to, like, it's just, you know, tell you what they're up to, what they're doing, like, just kind of like sneaky behavior early on.
Yeah. I also have a good one.
Yeah.
Never trust a woman who has a Valley Girl accent. If she's ordering a freaking pumpkin spice latte,
just in general?
run away. Yeah, 100%.
I've ordered a pumpkin spice latte.
No, if she does it like, can I get like,
okay, she has to specifically order a pumpkin spice latte in a Valley Girl accent.
If her vowels are not taking 5 seconds to complete, she's a great woman. If they are, then you gotta run away.
That's hilarious.
That is a completely unbacked opinion whatsoever. I just think girls that talk like that kill me. I just can't.
So
don't
funny.
Trust them.
That's so funny.
There's gonna be so many offended Valley girls. I also don't even. What is a Valley girl? Where are they from?
The Valley?
Where's the Valley?
California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I can do a Valley Girl accent pretty well. I mean, now that I'm like overthinking it.
Now you're on the spot. It's all good.
Yeah. Now I'm like literally overthinking it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
What else? Never trust a woman who
just isn't like transparent about things and is like acting like there's little sus things that y'all know and you see and you run through the red flag early on, and it's the same with guys and girls, like, but we like to just bulldoze over them. Like, never trust someone who can't like keep their word at the end of the day. Like, that's it. If they can't keep their word about small things, they're not going to keep their word about big things. Like, a person who values their word will value it in every area. So, like, forgetting about plans or not doing something they said they were going to do. Like, people for sure make mistakes and, like, forget stuff. Okay. Huge turnoff for me. Exactly what I just said. But, like, I've had people recently that, like, said they were going to do something and then don't do it. And I find myself as a woman immediately, I'm like, you are now, like, emasculated to me. Like, I can't see you as a man anymore. I don't trust you. So how would I could never be interested now because you don't follow through with your word. Yeah. And so, like, in my brain, I'm like, my dad would never do that. Like, it just, you know, because the good guys that I know, that, like, I've known for years, and my dad and my grandpa, both my grandpas, like, the men that I see as, like, strong men of God, they would never, they just would never. It's just not, they just absolutely would never. Like, anytime they say, and they take care of things without, like, you having to ask. Not, like, everything, but, like, things. They make sure, like, the women around them are good. That if they're at work, they make sure their people are good. Their teams are good. They're, like, providers, protectors.
I like that.
In every area of life. So, but yeah, that doesn't help at all with the original question, which is why not trust a woman. So I think maybe, like, from the opposite, it still is the same with women. Just, like, if they don't keep their word with small things, they're not gonna keep them with big things.
Yeah, I think also never trust a woman who makes excuses rather than takes accountability.
That's good.
Because that shows a weakness within themselves, you know, an unwholeness, insecurity.
Yeah. In the end of the day, don't trust people who suck. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Just why would you do that?
Yeah. Don't trust people who can't keep their word. Do trust us.
Yeah.
We're great.
We are.
So if you're looking for a dating coach or a fitness coach.
Yeah, we're perfect human beings in every regard. So obviously we know all the answers to the universe, and we will help you.
Yes.
So
sign up today.
Very self-aware people.
At www.chelsco.com.
Yeah, and Instagram, Geoffrey Perney.
Boom.
Yeah.
Geoff's. I'm sorry.
Did you say Geoff?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. I had to.
All right. This is great. No, I'm just kidding.
Geoff's Instagram will be tagged below. We love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us in Mykonos. Ciao.